control-wise, it is still in favor here for the side of Team Flash.
So with that all said, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 1 between Team Flash and RSG is well underway. Both of the junglers have decided to start off at the orange buff. As such, they are going to be popping up in opposite sides of the map with varying amount of, it kind of shows off what kind of playstyle, or rather what kind of direction that they are trying to go for, right? With the Joy that will be going over to the XP lane by the end of her route, and then the Yizushin going into the gold lane by the end of their route. It seems as though Team Flash, they want to stir up some aggression just so that the Lapu Lapu will be able to kick off online a little bit sooner. But speaking of which, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is, and this is what you want for the side of RSG as well. To remember, of course, seeing the jungle path here, but with expanding rivers later on. So we're still expecting incredible team fight gonna brawl out together with these two teams. Now, late game, it is gonna be Ash here right now on the Claude. We have seen, of course, the current meta right now still shines on the flexibility of the side laners, but Claude is still very viable when it comes to the lane. He has the reach with the PMI. He still can go for the carry role on the later stages, especially with this heavy lineup coming in for the side of the Flash. As you saw fighters here as Naga, Sadang, and also the Lapu Lapu. And the Claude can rip through there on the late game.
Yeah, so this really just depends on RSG just heading over to the late game, right?
Yep.
But they don't have a way that will allow them to spiral out of control or even kind of bridge themselves from early to mid to late. The best case scenario that I can think of is Hoki dropping shortcuts by by the first turtle. That requires him to be at level 4.
Yes.
So everyone just goes in and they wreak havoc. But that's the question, right? The moment everyone goes in, I will see Joy just zooming around. It takes time before she will be able to go into her ultimate. Benedetta, couple of dashes, or maybe just straight on Electro Final Blow, then that's instant gratification. That's Benedetta that checks the list for being good after shortcut. Claude can't do anything unless you wait, right?
That is true.
Kimmy, a little bit far, but
she needs the follow-up coming in from Chip.
Yeah.
She's not the one who can really rip through.
Yeah,
you mentioned, of course, Benedetta. It's either Benedetta or Joy, especially during the early stages.
So Joy can't, Claude can't, only Benedetta can, and Kimmy needs time to pop off, right? Kimmy needs time to really get the charges up before she will be able to rip through everyone in a piercing fashion. So literally, only 1 out of 5 that can make full use of, or rather 1 out of 4 can make full use of the shotgun. But speaking of which, it does seem like we won't be able to see that shotgun going on for now. But at least we know that the turtle will go down first, with the first blood going over to the hands of Closer, bringing Torrens down. The fight continues on in an extended fashion. Murphy stays alive with just a sliver of health. Hoki flickers away just to ensure that they don't give any more kills to Team Flash.
Wow, I didn't expect that Hades would be able to get that turtle buff into his team, but then again he did. And I can see that RSG Singapore here was just too late, and they need PTBL to be on time when it comes to the team fight in that situation. I can see, of course, especially during the early stage of the game, it is going to be the Taurus here and Joy, PTBL, who's having this damage already flowing through into his team. On the other side, the real threat here is Kartizi for me. With that Feather Airstrike, can really burst through anyone here, but he is susceptible. That's why he needs Shay as the protection on the team fight.
Yeah, there's not really... honestly, when it comes down to the lane priority, there's a lot of things that each team can't, or rather RSG can't do. You can see down in the XP lane, the Benedetta have got nothing that she can do against the Esmeralda. Esmeralda is just bat crazy, right? It's just going to go crazy on you, get shields, whatever hit that you have, doesn't do anything. But in the meantime, for the gold lane, it's understandable that the Claude will have the reach to deal with the Lapu, but Lapu also do have the reach to throw all those swords right back at the Claude. Yeah. So relatively similar in terms of playstyle, or rather, who can leave the lane first. Normally, it will be the Lapu.
Yeah, for sure. But as the game goes by here, they have to take their eyes on Ash here on the Claude. So we're not seeing actually any harassment of gold lane. It's just doing what it seems, especially with the teleport coming in from Hoki here, is going to be easy for this Claude to go into the team fight. And speaking of which, I think we are seeing some brawl here on the bottom. Expanded River already is here. Now the movement speed will benefit both two teams, who will will initiate this one first. But then again, we're seeing Flash SG actually here controlling across the pit.
With them just pulling out the turtle, the rest of RSG not exactly too interested.
Yeah.
Down. Hoki is around the vicinity though. Probably not create a shotgun and give Hades that free turtle.
Alright, surprisingly, so that was the call coming in from RSG, and I thought they are going to go for Brawl that time around, but unfortunately that was not, they are playing it safe right now. So, okay, they're going to go for the late stages of the game, they'll pressure them, but look at Danix right now, out of position though.
Yep, but it does Brave with Warriors himself right out there. Well, in the meantime, we do have Continue just popping off with the defensive airstrike, putting Hoki down to the low amount of HP, while Hades gets to kill down the Taurus while he was stuck on over to the wall because of Jay. But speaking of which, Jay goes down to the hands of PTBL. PTBL continues on to the onslaught, getting a single claw down over to Hades, and that is 2 kills for PTBL.
Wow, the tankiness here coming in from the fighters of Flash SG. Unfortunately, of course, they have underestimated the power of a Joy. Joy really thrives on those kind of close quarter combats there. And Flash SG right now just had been 2 casualties onto their side in that situation. So far right now, 3 kills. A real one here for the side of PTBL. It's going great actually for the Joy here for the side of RSG.
Now, Murphy did manage to pick up the Blood Wings, so that is a good amount of shield that she will be able to get for herself. However, let's remember that shields is also going to be really good for Esmeralda. Yeah, so closer, yeah, he's got that. But that is crazy heck a lot, man. More damage for Katizi, right? Just pushing Ash away. That is a free turret all the way at the top lane. This will unlock Phoenix.
Oh, for sure, indeed here. And this is what we expect. Curtizi has the firepower here for the side of Flash SG. And RSG Singapore on the other side still relies for the time for Ash to go to go online here in this situation. For now, RSG's playing it safe actually. And I thought expanding Rivers with this kind of lineup, they have to be very aggressive, but speaking of which, Closer is the target.
Trying to get away. Like the final blow narrowly missed the mark, while Closer hoping they will be able to catch enough shield to get himself right out of the dodge, which he will be able to. Just crazy amount of movement speed, that's one thing.
Yep, and no ultimates here for Joy, no ultimate as well for the Vendetta. It's going to be easy turtle right now for Flash.
And now we do have Hoki that's just going to be stuck within the walls, and such is going to be the first one down, while Ash is just going to go blazing to it to get himself right out of dodge.
Oh, actually they are doing good pressure first here in the middle lane. They transition here for the turtle right now, and RSG has been zoned off here in the skirmish play. And RSG with 2 safe play style right now. It's also rocking up the momentum here for Flash SG. It's somehow a double-edged sword on the strategy right now we're witnessing coming in from RSG. Will they be able to carry this one out from Ash? The pressure coming in from this Bull Raider right now is there. Curtis is here.
Oh, okay. That's definitely going to be tough. As you can see, Ash just got sniped out from the Oblivion. Well, in the meantime, Breaker's Warrior is just going to get a stun down on the Hoki right underneath the Taurus nose. Not going to do anything as for now. The middle lane is also been wiped out. Team Flash is not able to get a push down the middle.
Oh man, this is Flash SG. They know the strategy here coming in from RSG. They don't want this late game already to be rocking up here on the opponent's side. And look at the damage coming from Curtisi right now. He knows who to target, and that is Ash. Ash right now with the push damage, it's gone.
Taurus built up a malefic roar. I thought that Taurus might actually go for the tank style solely because of the concussive blast, but I'm wrong. I do actually like the fact that you went damage first, but Malefic Roar for first item is not what I'm expecting. Was expecting a little bit more Hunter Strike, you know, Fury Hammer first, and then into maybe just a Bloodlust Axe, but Malefic Roar.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting to be a defensive build, not an offensive one here for Towers, but then again, he wants to go for the burst.
Okay,
that's right. Malefic Roar, damage build, burst as well.
That's okay.
He's target, bot line as well.
Yeah, so full on assassin style for the side of Taurus. He does have Petrify as well, so at least the Electro Final Blow would do quite a number over to Katizi the moment that she is within, or rather he is in the Electro Final Blow. But down at the bottom lane, look at the amount of damage that Vanix have got in his shoes, man. Just immediately pushing Ash away from such bad spot. PTBL just gonna be pushing himself, or rather pushing Closer away. Fortunately, Closer was not able to steal away the ultimate buff, while middle lane is gonna get a siege down to the T1 turret. Close, but not close enough.
Yeah, look at how the rotations coming in from Flash SG. Beautiful game sense indeed. They go to go pressure here to top the bot and transition as well here in the middle lane. Now RSG is scattered around across the land of Dawn. They cannot even contest this Lord Dance anymore here. It's going to be freely given here to the side of Flash SG because of their pressure, their macro plays across the map.
Ash as well as MLBB, both of which have picked up a new item for them. This might be a
No
boss fight that
way.
we're looking for. Ash all the way down to the bottom lane. He does have global presence after all. As such, himself as well as Taurus is going to be joining into the midst of the fight. But unfortunately, Ash, when he comes down the place to do it, does not have much damage onto the side of Jay. PTBL takes the Lord for himself. This is great for RSG SG. So now they would definitely just want to get themselves a bit backwards a bit. They did manage to bring Hades as well as Contesi down, two of the core members of Flash SG. This will get the Lord pushing down in the bottom lane.
Wow, I did not expect that one, Abstract. All eyes was actually at PTBL, but it was Hoki making it happen in the team fight, in the Lord Dance rather. That's cheeky play on the teleport, and they managed to steal here with PTBL and the clutch Lord to take. And now Flash SG miscalculating in that situation. I thought they had grasped already the team fight, and it is now the time for RSG to bounce back with this great take a Lord objective here against Flash SG.
And the Lord advantage is going to be a good number to RSG. All the T1 turrets are now down. Flash will now deal with the Lord that's marching down to the bottom. This is more than enough, right?
Yep.
Because we are almost at an equal amount of, or rather, it is an equal amount of turrets that is left for both sides, right? So at least in the middle lane for RSG, they still have the T1 turret, and that is actually a very good thing.
That is correct, and I thought the middle turret already been taken down, but nah, still standing here with the sliver held on the turret. And now RSG. I thought they have been pushed against the wall, but look at how they recovered on the team fight already. And now Vanix on a fighter on the Lapu-Lapu. We've seen the damage already here, but remember, as long as Ash here on the cloud has the proper activations here, can burst through anyone here against the side of Flash SG.
Yep, T1 turret finally went down. At this point in time, Team Flash, we gotta have to look out for Contesi still. Should be
That is
the
true.
main damage dealer of the team for now. As for RSG, I would like to believe that Taurus does hold a very strong vantage point as the main damage dealer because of their bladed heptacies, Malefic Roar, as well as Sea Halberd. So that is crazy amount of damage. Technically speaking, Joy can still come into play with a total of 3 kills to his name and total 7.4 thousand gold.
Jay? Oh no.
Just gonna be jumping in from behind. Not being able to land anything on the Hoki, but that is going to be the better aspect that's gone. But Ash!
Wow! Oh my goodness, that is gonna be a big blunder there, Abstract. Now our RSG without the gold laner, they are now going to push through, putting pressure here against RSG.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Yes.
Ash wasn't even able to do anything, just crumble under the despair.
Okay, Taurus is really out there on the opposing lane. Will be able to come through the defense. Where is the defense?
It does seem like Taurus will be able to take one turret down, but unfortunately they will lose the bottom lane T3 in the meantime. Hoki hoping that he'll be able to run himself away, but unfortunately Hades will be able to land the flagship right down onto him, bringing him down.
Taurus
with just a sliver of HP. Taurus! The Electro final blow! That is more than enough to be able to take Jay down and almost get a kill down on Vanix as well as Hades.
Oh man, Taurus here. He is really the saving grace, but is he?
And it's gonna be stunned. Stunned again! That's a chain stun that we want to see from Vanix and Contesi.
Oh man, the damage ranking up already here for the side of Flash SG already, but mission accomplished. Even though they had defended here for the side of RSG, it is still going to be inhibitor turret gone on the bot side here. And now Flash SG transition here for the Lord takedown right now. They have the numbers advantage as well. Positioning wise, it is going to be Flash SG taking it. But remember, RSG managed to take a steal later. Hold that thought.
Okay, not in a good spot at all, but he's still alive. Never mind, he's dead now. The shotgun did manage to pull Pride out, while PTBL just gonna go straight in over to the ultimate to get one kill. Murphy himself gets one as well.
What?
The 2-man down is ready from the side of Team Flash. 2 for 3 win to make the 2 for 2 because Taurus now back into the fray. Closer, he is still alive, but it's literally 1v1 between him and Murphy. But Jay joins in the fray and managed to give one more love tap over.
Taurus?
And that is more than enough for them to do enough damage. Taurus, eye for an eye, gets himself away, stun and stun.
Oh
and
my.
Taurus, he was just alive, and now he's dead again. But PDBL is not gonna let his fellow teammates go down without a fight. As such, he went back near the fray, hoping that he'll be able to get killed onto Jay, but Jay, oh, sneaky little boy.
Indeed, but then again, let us go back into the lower dance there. I wasn't expecting Ash to die so early, and I thought his Blazing Duet also racking havoc on the damage, but nah, Flash SG still managed to provide, soaking up all that gold laner damage rather, and now Flash SG here managed to take advantage of the situation. Now no contest whatsoever here on the Lord. RSG is in the first of defense here. Oh, Hokey again!
They were trying to do something here, but unfortunately came in a little bit late, and everyone else is just together! RSG, they are never mind. It seemed as though they were in a dire situation, but right now it is Team Flash that is in dire situation. Now, Vanix hoping that he'll be able to get himself away. He is in Bravest Warrior, but he's still taking a little bit too much pot shots from RSG. Taurus went a little bit too far, as such punished by Hades.
Oh man, Hokey once again with a risky play there on Concealed Teleport 1, but then again Flash SG secured the Lord this time around. And look at the dark damage, PDBL still managed to go back at that moment in time. But RSG here, they want some brawl, man. They want to fight.
They want to fight it all out, man. 12 kills in total for themselves, while in the meantime Team Flash has got 16 kills in total. Only a 2,000 gold lead, that's not too bad after all. The only problem for RSG is the fact that they don't have a T3 turret at the bottom.
And with this inhibitor turret gone on the bot side, shield super minions will be the advantage here for the side of a Flash SG. And remember, this is again a Cloud, late game hero. But the positioning coming in from Ash is not that great when it comes to the skirmishes that we have witnessed so far in the recent fights against the side of Flash RSG. He needs to proper time his Blazing Duets, his BMI here, because he is the favorite target right now coming in from Flash SG. Without Ash, on a 5v5, they have to rely for PTBL at this moment in time. Taurus as well for the damage, but at this moment in time, Ash will need to step up.
Actually need to get the timing right as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Understandably for how Lapu Lapu plays, his stuns don't come out immediately.
Yeah.
There is, of course, a very long time before you actually do that, right? Throw the blades, dash forward, and only then goes into Bravest Warrior. Then you slash, slam, then you stun. Usually that is the pattern. So if Vanix don't see Ash, he's probably going to go for that combo and just wait for the point in time that he really needs a stun and stun Ash down when the Blazing Duet is happening. He does have a flicker to reposition himself just so that he will be able to hit Ash. I'm not too sure how easy that will be, but if he does land, Ash will have to use the Purify.
Yeah, he must do that. And we can only see also Vanix has the trigger discipline or the veterancy coming in from this player as well. He's not just clicking mindlessly here for his skill set to push through. But anyway, we have some pause right now here. But at this moment in time, it's still not over for RSG here at Abstract. They can still have a fight. We can see how risky Hokey is on his chip as well to go for the teleport plays anytime soon with the combo coming in from Joy as well on that AoE damage. But looking forward for Ash as well to step up. As you mentioned, of course, his positioning is key in this situation here.
So at this point, we know that RSG is in a tougher spot, right? What exactly is something that we need to see or we need RSG to do? They have late game insurance coming. They have. Yep. We are already 17 minutes in. We are almost at the critical mass for Claude. So would it be an execution that RSG gotta have to wait for to do it correctly?
We have seen, of course, Hokey doing the concealed play, the funky maneuvers. I have no questions about that here. But the only threat here is they need to pick off Gertizi first. Gertizi dealing the most damage here in this team. Of course, without Gertizi, they have the crowd control set, but without the follow-up firepower, it's not going to be enough for a Flash SG to pick through anyone here against the side of RSG. Remember, of course, Ash, his timing as well, need to synergize well on Hokey's shot calls.
It all boils down to Benedetta then. Taurus really need to get an Electrofiner blow right to Gertizi. But understandably, Cortese is not just going to give his position away from
That is
Kui.
true.
That is the tough call. The moment you go into the shortcut, or if you were to play a long route and just walk all around the place, you're very likely to see either Esmeralda, Lapu-Lapu, or Badang first. They are all the way in front. They're all very self-sustainable, except for Badang, but he's a tanky boy.
He is.
So you wouldn't want to elect the final blow your way out of that. Even if Badang were to kind of slam your face with the face crack and face break, Benedetta is someone that can get out of that very easily.
Correct. Eye for an eye, can go for an active final blow, or can go for a flanking with a different route though.
Yeah.
You can go for a surprise attack on the rear side against Flash SG. But of course, as the game goes on, we are also not to discredit Hades here on the ESN Shin. Also did great damage dealer here. Great follow-up as well with synergy on the Cortese burst damage. But these two are glass cannons. We really remember that. This is why maybe the Benedetta here going to go for a damage build.
Yeah.
Because of that purpose. He wants to pick off those damage dealers to the back lines. So this is one of the objectives here for the Benedetta. And also PDBL just trying to take attention of the rest of the Flash SG at this moment.
We have a lot of back line plays for RSG. They have a lot. Like,
they have a lot.
They can threaten the backlines pretty badly. Like, even if Yushin and Fasten is on a completely opposite side of the fight, one is the north side, one is the southern side, they can literally just split up and one person deal with another. And worst case scenario, Benedetta dies. But that also takes a lot of attention away from the Claude, which is supposed to be the guy that cleans up shop.
And this is where Ash now steps up, especially during the later stages of the game here. And unfortunately, for the recent skirmishes we saw, he blinks in out of position there. He was targeted by Vanix on the Lapu-Lapu, which should not happen. Lapu-Lapu shouldn't reach him. That's the point. So as a Claude there, he needs to position himself very well here, either target BMI on the back lines. But again, this is easy to see in paper, but very challenging here on how Flash SG position themselves as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the fog of war is always the problem for the players. They can't see what's going on. It's a lot easier for us to say, oh, he's just right there. Why can't you position to the northern a bit because he's right there? But they can't see. So this really just boils down to the roamers, right? Which is Hoki in this case. But as a chip, you're not exactly a hero that goes around and give a lot of information, especially where an entire team is. How are they positioned? You want to play more of an ambush thing, right? Coming into the back and immediately just drop a portal right on the backliners of Flash SG, for example, and let the magic happen.
Speaking of which, we got a position coming in from Hoki here on the teleport. Or I think he found his way in against the Badang here, but no teleport been committed yet.
Yep, because it is a Badang after all. You don't want to drop a portal right in front of Badang. I think that's the worst case scenario.
Expanded reverse right now here. Look at the zone coming in from closer as well. Hoki, all eyes on him, but the conceal hasn't been used yet. But 50% health for the Lord.
Yep, one of the main threat for Team Flash SG is already right now in the fountain. So now they have no chance to fight for the Lord. Just because of a single play from closer to push Taurus away. But now the fight continues. Why are they fighting? I don't know. But RSG, they are fighting. They're going in straight onto Team Flash. No one's dealing with Cortese just yet, but at least the blazing duet coming in from Ash finally made its way over to Cortese. More than enough for them to do the trick. It's 2-4-1 at this point in time, and RSG is winning. But until now, because now Ash is dead. They're still Vanix, they're still closer. They will still storm their way through if they are able to find a 2v3 win. But unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit tough because Taurus is, after all, a damage dealer after all. Team Flash is going to be going straight right into the face of Murphy. Vanix gets one kill. 2-4-2 right now, or rather 2v2 right now. Immortality is just going to be popped. Closer gets one kill. Gonna be left with Hoki. He's running away. Vanix, he should be able to get a free charge in all the way from the top side while Closer deals with Hoki.
Are you kidding me? That prolonged team fight there. Abstract. I think I just witnessed 3 falling star moons in a row. And how long the team fight is. And it was incredible to see. They were to finish the game.
PDBL doing whatever they can to sing and song and dance for the team.